space. Lawmakers urge DoD to locate Space Development Agency in New Mexico, in an article written by Sandra Irwin, taken from the website Space News. Now, let me preface this with a little backup info. You know how Area 51 is in New Mexico? Makes you think, doesn't it? In any case, let's find out what exactly this means and what exactly they're talking about when they say lawmakers urge Department of Defense to locate Space Development Agency in New Mexico. I don't get the logic behind these people wanting to move the Space Development Agency to New Mexico, if that's where area... Oh, okay, I know why, because they already built the facility they're going to use, and it's Area 51. I wonder whose idea that was. Trump! Looks they have an ace up their sleeve, a trump card, if you will. Washington. The members of the congressional delegation from New Mexico are asking Acting Defense Secretary Patrick Shanahan to locate elements of the new Space Development Agency in that state so it can collaborate with a large community of space research organizations that are based there, to the state of New Mexico as a host for co-locating the agency headquarters and to be your lead entities for implementing the space R&D policies you directed, lawmakers wrote in a March 18th letter addressed to Shanahan. The letter was signed by Senator Martin Heinrich, ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee Strategic Forces Subcommittee, as well as Senator Tom Udall, Representative Schachtel, Taurus Small Representative Deborah Haaland, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, and Representative Ben Ray Lujan. Copies of the letter also were sent to the Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering, Michael Griffin, Air Force Secretary Heather Wilson, Space Development Agency Director Fred Kennedy, no relation, as you think, or possible relation, and the Commander of the Air Force Space Command, General John Raymond. During a Senate Armed Services hearing last week on the fiscal year 2020 space budget, Heinrich suggested that he would support the Space Development Agency, but challenged Shanahan to explain how the SDA does not duplicate what others are already doing. I very much agree that our competitors are rapidly fielding new capabilities in the space domain and that we need to move with a greater sense of urgency, said Heinrich. Yeah. I welcome the increased prioritization the department has put on this area. One thing I want to make sure we're not doing is reorganizing the existing pieces or reinventing the wheel. The letter points out that New Mexico is home to two National Nuclear Security Administration laboratories, the Space and Missile Systems Center's Advanced Systems and Development Directorate, the Air Force Research Laboratory Space Vessel Directorate, the Space Program, the White Sands Missile Range, Spaceport America, the Starfire Optical Range, and the Space Rapid Capabilities Office, along with Area 51. All available for the low price of $900 million $445. And 10 cents. The Space RCO in particular provides the department with a tremendous opportunity to utilize the office's unique acquisition opportunities to develop and transition space systems quickly towards a more disaggregated space architecture, says the letter. Ha ha! Got it. Coincidentally, the Air Force Secretary Heather Wilson, who represented New Mexico when she served in Congress, in September, a memo to Shanahan recommended that the Space Development Agency be co-located with the Space RCO at Kirtland Air Force Base. Her suggestion was directed by Shanahan and Griffin, who believe the SDA should be in the Pentagon, and should not be like a traditional military procurement organization. Less red tape, if you know what I mean. During the hearing, Heinrich mentioned the Space RCO, the Air Force Research Laboratory Space People, and Advanced Systems Directorate as organizations that play a critical role in researching, developing, and fielding our nation's space systems. He told Shanahan the Department of Defense should fully utilize existing R&D assets. As you stand up SDA so that we're not losing a few years of reorganization to make the whole system work better. Shanahan pushed back to the idea that the Space Development Agency is simply a reorganization. The number one element of the Space Development Agency that we need to take advantage of is large-scale systems engineering. He said, "There's incredible technology in the Air Force. We don't lack talent, and that is not our issue. We don't lack for money. The problem is, the many overlapping projects today are being pursued across DoD." He explained, which drives up costs and slows down the pace of innovation. The Space Development Agency would seek to consolidate duplicative efforts. Now what does this all mean? Fuck if I know. No, seriously, you know what this means? It means they're trying to basically... I get that they're trying to advance, get ahead of every other country or nation or whatever you want to call it. But at what cost? Think of all the lives that could be lost with one simple miscalculation. Remember the Challenger disaster? That was way back, I think in 1984. I don't remember exactly. I know it was the mid-'80s, that's for sure. I remember that. I was a kid when that happened. I was... Fuck, just thinking about knowing you're gonna die in a space shuttle. That looming, impending sense of death, that's... No, I'd rather, how about we try to avoid that from happening ever again, just like the ones that happened after that, for that matter. We can't forget those guys, of course. What are they, chop suey? And aside from that, what else is in New Mexico? You got it. Area 51. And I think possibly Groom Lake. This is just too obvious. It's like, I think it seems like they're not even trying to hide it anymore. And yes, I understand that Area 51 was already a known fact. They already revealed Area 51 was a thing. But Jesus, does that mean they're going to rehire Bob Lazar or something like that? Christ, personally, I don't even know what to say about this, except it's obvious. They're going to make Area 51, and fuck me. All that alien tech we have in Area 51? There's a reason why they want to move it, because they got shit there they can't move, that's why. It's that obvious. Come on. They're going to use the alien tech that's already pre-built, and they're basically going to just say, you know what? We're going to say we built it, and we're going to say it took us a lot of money, and we're going to say, that was tough as fuck, man. You know what? At least we built it. Now let's go to space! Woohoo! Yeah, no, that's not how that works. I prefer disclosure as opposed to spending all those taxpayers' money. Thank you very much. In any case, this has been As Told by Anakin Skywalker. Let me know what you think about this. This is just fucking ridiculous. You just got too goddamn fucking obvious. Like, share, subscribe, and if you want to support this channel, you can donate. Anything, any little thing helps. Donations go solely towards bills and buying food and food for my 4 fur babies. I know I'm e-begging, but come on, at this point I have to do something to survive. I want to be my own boss. I don't want to take orders from anybody. I want to be a self-made man. So please, if you can find it in your heart, or if you wish to or desire, and a little bit helps, donate at the link below. I know you can't click on it, so if you can copy and paste it, I'd appreciate it. So this has been As Told by Anakin Skywalker saying, something told. By Anakin Skywalker. As you stand up the SDA, we urge you and other senior leaders to look at the state of New Mexico as a host for co-locating, as you stand up the SDA, we urge you and as you stand up the SDA, we urge you and other senior as you stand up the SDA, we urge you and other senior leaders to look at the state of New Mexico as a host for lactating. I'm thinking about titties again.